there, Stampers, and thanks for joining me today. Today we are doing a really fun, cool twist on the double swing card. Want to see that again? Sweet! This idea came from Kathie Rotti, and we've done the swing card in the past. Today we're going to do it with some framelits, and it's a lot easier than it looks. Let's get started. I'm using these Stampin' Up! Labels framelits, third from the smallest, to make our flip. Our cardstock dimensions are 4 1/4 by 7 1/2. All of these dimensions and supplies are available in my online store by clicking on this link below or going to this URL. I'm going to bring in our Stampin' trimmer. Now, we have these two little sliders on our paper trimmer, and they do two different things. The darker one cuts, so that's how we slice our cardstock. The lighter one scores. We're going to score this at 2 7/8 and 3 7/8. And so you can see what I mean by scoring. It has these faint lines that will make it easy for us to fold up our card. So this is where our initial fold will come in. Okay, we have our Big Shot die cut machine. And we have our multi-purpose cutting platform closed, which is tab 2. I'm going to put one cutting pad down. Now this here's the part that seems like it should be complicated that really isn't. This is the third from the smallest label framelit. There's 3 inches between the edge and the score line, and I'm lining up the center right on that fold. To hold it steady, I'm just taking a Post-it note, placing it over part of that framelit so it doesn't move on me. The second cutting pad is the magic. This is where the wow comes. I'm only lining it up to that first score line on the 3-inch side. We're going to put it through twice, and we never really have to move our card or our framelit. We're only going to move the top cutting pad. So again, that's lined up with the score line on the 3-inch side. Now we're just going to pull that out, and without ever moving our project, I'm just moving the cutting pad over to the other side of the card, lining it up with the score line again and the edge of the card so that nothing in the center is covered ever. That's where it's going to stay connected for our flip. And then crank it back through the Big Shot. When we're done, we can peel off this little postie that's only to hold it steady while we're working. Oh, silly little postie, you come off at once. Thank you. Now, when it comes off, because we went through with only half a cutting plate here and then half a cutting plate here, the center part never cut. So here's what happens. It becomes our swing. That's it. That's all there was to the swing. Isn't that awesome? Now, while you have your Big Shot out, take some Not Quite Navy and cut 2 of the same size, third from the smallest, framelit, and then go down 1 size, so this is the second from the smallest, and cut 2 Ivory Natural. Okay, next we'll do all of our stamping. Again, these dimensions are on my blog. So this is a scrap piece for our globe, our edge piece, and what are going to become our 2 center layers. The 2 stamp sets I'm using are Stampin' Up's Open Sea, which I love this set. I absolutely love it. I love the sketch. I love the ship. I love the everything. It's just not enough time to do all the cool things I want to do with this set. But I love this card. And then the greeting is coming from the Bring on the Cake set. I have the clear mount, so it actually comes in 2 cases. And we're using this birthday wishes, but tons more great birthday greetings in that set. I have these 3 colors going. Our ship and our birthday greetings on the center panels will be in the Not Quite Navy. Our globe in the soft suede on the scrap. And then for our side panel, we want the lightest color, which is the crumb cake. I'm inking it up, stamping it off once on some scrap paper, then stamping. It doesn't quite go all the way down, so you'll want to do that twice. The 1 3/4 inch circle punch will punch out our globe. The next step we're going to do is sponge, and we're going to sponge all of these layers with some soft suede. So just dip a little wedge of your Stampin' sponge in the soft suede and just flick around the edges of everybody. Don't leave anyone out, not even these blue pieces. Really adds a little bit of dimension. Once your sponge, just use a little snail adhesive on the back of your panels to layer them together. Now this Naturals cardstock goes all the way to the right-hand side of the Not Quite Navy. It's not in the center. All right, next we're going to attach to the card. Now here's the hardest part, is actually attaching in the right order, because I could tell you the first time I did it upside down. And so anyways, this is the front of our card right here. Line up before you put adhesive on. We're going to go boom. Now remember, when it's closed, this will be the front And this, what we're looking at is actually the back. And then our globe's gonna go right here. Once you've got your pieces lined up so that it works correctly, then you can attach them with adhesive. Wait, back the boat up. Silly girl, I forgot our compass. Okay, point it due north in soft suede. Before we attach this, we want to put a brad in there. So either your paper piercer or a 1/16 of an inch hole punch, pop a hole right in the middle of that. And then one of our metallic brads, just pop that right in the center and spread the back. Okay, now back to our regularly scheduled assembly. This panel goes along the edge. I'm just using snail adhesive. Now the globe, I put it a little over halfway in the center there. See how it's hanging off just a hair? Just take your scissors and trim off any excess. I know it looks like this is the back of the card that we're putting the front greeting on, but really when we do this, it's not. All together now. It's so fun to play with too. Oh, it's not just a card, it's a toy. And it's a great man card. Thanks again to my friend Kathie Rotti for this awesome double swing card idea made with the Labels Framelits. Be sure to visit my blog for hundreds more videos, daily inspiration, specials, giveaways, and more. Thanks for joining me today.